Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Nugget of Truth time with Pastor Matt. I think it's Wednesday morning. I know it's Wednesday morning. And it's Nugget of Truth number 48 from the Little Brown Notebook. Nugget of Truth number 48. Self-consciousness is not part of the curse. It is the curse. Playing it safe, not wanting to look foolish, and living to please others instead of the Lord holds us back from doing and praying great things. Whoa, I have no idea where that one came from. But obviously we're all self-conscious about different things. Most of the time we're self-conscious about our appearance, but there's a lot of things that we're kind of hypersensitive to other people's opinions about. When Adam and Eve were in the garden, they realized they didn't have any clothes on, and they were self-conscious of that, I guess. So it's interesting to think, is it part of the curse, or how does this phrase go? It is the curse. Self-conscious is not part of the curse. It is the curse. Anyways, I don't read too much into that theologically, but what can we do to live our lives before an audience of one and then not be so self-conscious about what other people think? And obviously when it comes to sharing our faith, this is probably the biggest obstacle, what other people might think about us, and we're all self-conscious about that. And that's the encouragement, just to live your life before an audience of one. And are you willing to look foolish? Are you willing to look foolish, and do you live to please others in that fear of man? I never really heard that phrase until the last few years. I don't know if it's a new phrase or it just popped up for me. But boy, there is a fear of man, and I fall into it too, just as much. And I don't think the kingdom expands at the rate that God desires, or it could anyways, because our self-consciousness holds us back. So I do appreciate it when I see people that are willing to be themselves. And so I think it's weird, because we kind of admire that when we see it in other people, when we see people who aren't afraid of others' opinions or social norms, whatever that looks like. To it, I mean, everything we take it to an unhealthy place, obviously, and we kind of despise people who flaunt some of those things. But I think there's also a silent admiration for people who are able to be themselves and not live in fear of other people or other people's thoughts. So, and again, I just go back to Jesus. Now, obviously, we're not Jesus, but he lived his life not worried about what other people thought. And then we always think about imitating Jesus is about living a life that is sinless. I think it's kind of where our brain goes by default. But Jesus also didn't really care what other people thought. And so maybe there's a lesson in that for us as well. Are we willing to kind of go there? And so that's the thought. Self-consciousness is part of the curse, or is the curse? I don't know, but it's certainly something that we that impedes us and holds us back. So, all right, thanks so much. God bless. Have a great day. Bye bye.